So Warren has a change jar that contains only pennies and dimes. He has 70 coins, which add up to a total of 322. How many of each type of coin does he have? All right, you know what to do, I think. Let's dive in. We're going to have P is the number of pennies. D is the number of dimes. And let's see, 70, two letters, you know we need two equations, 70 coins. So that's going to be P plus D is 70, right? Total number of coins is 70. P plus D is 70. And then second equation, they add up to 322. Add up to 322. Now we're talking about their monetary value. So that's going to be 0.01 times P plus 0.10 times D adds up to 322. See how we came up with that equation? Is that making sense? And that's because every penny, as you know, is worth 1 cent. So P is the number of pennies, D is the number of dimes. So the number of pennies times 1 cent each, plus the number of dimes times 10 cents each, adds up to equal the total value of the money, 322. So there's our two equations with two letters. So you know the drill. Solve for one letter in one equation. And then step 2, plug that into the other equation. So solve for one letter in one equation and plug that into the other equation. So I'm going to grab, you can start with either one. It'd be easiest to start with that first one, huh? So I'm going to grab that first equation and bring it on down here. P plus D equals 70. So I have to solve for one of those letters. It doesn't matter which one. I'm going to go ahead and just get the P alone. So I'll just subtract D from both sides. And what do we got? P is 70 minus D. P is 70 minus D. And so we solved for one letter. We got one letter alone in one equation. Got it alone. And now I'm going to plug that into the other equation. So let me grab the other equation. Right here, bring that down. 0.01 P. So equals 0.01 P plus 0.10 D equals 322. So now I'm going to grab this right here, plug in for P right there, because P equals 70 minus D. That means wherever I see P, I can plug in 70 minus D. So what do we got? We've got 0.01 and then P, 70 minus D. Like that. And then we can distribute. So we get 0.01 times 70 minus 0.01 times D plus 0.10 D equals 322. And then these guys, use your calculator, these guys will multiply to be 0.7. And then these guys right here will combine as like terms to be plus 0.09 D. You see what happened there? These two right here made 0.09 D. What? Well, because it is 10 cents D minus 1 cent D, which is 9 cents D, isn't it? 0.10D minus 0.01D is 9D, 0.09D. Like 10 cents minus 1 cent is 9 cents. D. They're both D, they're like terms. So we subtract them. All right, we're almost there. Now we're trying to solve this equation for D. Here's the wall of separation. Trying to get D alone. So now we subtract 0.7 from both sides. And we get 0.09D. Use your calculator over there, 3.22 minus 0.7. I'm getting 2.52. And last step, divide by 0.09. Hopefully it'll come out clean. It does. So on my calculator, it just told me 28. Boom, 28. So D is 28. That's the number of dimes, 28. I think they want both on this one, don't they? Let's go back up. They want pennies and dimes, yeah. So now that you've got one answer, the last step, step number 3, is plug that. Plug D equals 28 in anywhere. Basically, you can plug that in anywhere. It doesn't matter. So I'm going to go back and find the easiest thing. Looks like that. P plus D equals 70. I'll just go with that one. P plus D equals 70. You could have used the other equations. It doesn't matter. You could have used this one. That'd be a big pain. This would actually be even easier. P's already alone there. Doesn't matter. Use any of them. Or really, you could just subtract, couldn't you? Do you realize that? Right? You probably realize that. There's 70 coins total. There's 70 coins total. So we know there's 28 dimes, so just subtract from 70. 70 minus 28 is going to be 42. That'll work too. Here, I'll do the formality. I'll plug in official like, but it's going to be the same thing. You could just subtract. Like that. And then to get it alone, we would subtract the 28 from both sides. See how in the end, it's the same thing. Anyway, you end up just subtracting. There's our 42. So we could have just subtracted 70 coins total. We knew there were 28 dimes, so subtract from 70, there's got to be 42 pennies. So there's our 2 answers. We got it.